solar cones are a great alternative to a small greenhouse. They can be used either for protecting plants over the winter. For instance, I've got an artichoke plant in here, but they can also be used throughout the summer for plants which need a bit more heat than they would otherwise get outside. I grow sweet potatoes under these. Sweet potatoes don't normally do well in my climate, but under here it's nice and warm all the time, so they come along much better, and I usually get some sort of yield off of them. Inside it does get hot, but because there's a vent at the top, it never gets so hot that you cook the plants inside. And the great thing about these is once you've finished with them, say if you want to pack up for the winter, and if you've got a few of them, you can just stack them on top of each other, saves lots of space. And I'll show you how I make them now. First of all, you need some sort of clear plastic sheet. I'm using this stuff. It's meant for replacement glass on greenhouses, sheds, that kind of thing. It's about 0.8 millimeters thick, and it's 2 meters by 1 meter. First thing I do is measure along the long edge and find the halfway point, which for this sheet is 1 meter. And then I'm going to take a piece of string and a bit of sticky tape and stick the tape just underneath where that midpoint mark is. And then I'm going to take the string and I'm going to mark 4 inches or 100 millimeters, and that's going to make our top vent hole. So I've tied a loop in the string, just enough so I can fit my pen through, so later I can use the string as a sort of compass to draw a semicircle. And across the other side of the sheet I'm going to tie a loop in the end of the string here so that I can draw a pen line that sweeps here and will create a nice big semicircle. So here goes, I'm going to draw on the sheet using the string as my guide. And at the top, just a smaller semicircle to create the vent hole. So when that's all drawn out, I've got a large semicircle drawn here and a small semicircle drawn there. Next job is to cut it out. I could use a saw, but I found just a chunky pair of scissors can cut through this material quite well. So this is what I'm left with, a big semicircle, and all it needs now is for this to be twisted round to form the cone shape, like that. So the last step is just to stick these two edges together. I have in the past tried to use little nylon bolts to hold them together, but they've tended to pop out. So what I found is best is to use just simple clear packaging tape. You could use the polytunnel repair tape, but when I've used that in the past it's tended to peel off, whereas this stuff tends to stick really fast and stay stuck for quite a few years. And then just stick that on the outside, stick it on the inside, and that's it. Solar cone all finished.